Hello there, everyone. This is Neko here, getting ready to play Planet Crafter. And this time it's because they came up with a new update. Uh, I'll show you real quick on what they have and all that fun stuff. We'll be going through the update. They added the fish and drone update. So first things first is over here we have. Oh, and they modified certain things so they no longer work the way they originally did, like the tier 3 drills and all that. They no longer are capable of being anywhere for that specific resource. I'll show you an example once we get down there, but here we have in the terraformation index drone station, aquarium 1, and circuit board. I'm going to be making the drone station and checking that out. I don't know what else. Oh, and then in the oxygen, they have the water life collector. Collect photoplankton and fish eggs depending on its location. Then over here, we have the mutagen tier 3, which tell you the truth. I checked out the mutagen tier 3 and it actually kind of feels actually kind of cheap. They also added a gas extractor 2. Oh no, wait. This is the wrong spot. I think the gas extractor 2 is and they got an aquarium too, fish eggs here, all that fun stuff. Here we are, gas extractor 2. That's where you get this. Then over here they have, actually that's it. And then they have the animals, which more eggs, fish display, fish farm, and the seed and the larva. So that's a lot of stuff, and we're going to be checking it out, and it looks like we've got an osmium storm based on the blue color here. Alright, so I've went ahead and collected up some of the things here. Oh right, let's actually research, because they also changed the map here. Where is it? Oh yeah, I'm still having a goal to completely and utterly blanket this thing in so many satellites you can't see it. Where is it? Here. There's a GPS satellite tier 4, which that's where before they had a tier 3, and where the tier 4 is, the tier 3 could go there. So for some reason they decided to make a tier 4 and make it where you can't zoom out as far, which is slightly annoying, but it happens. And then they've got a couple other thingies that need to be unlocked, and oops, we need to go here and decode. We have deconstruction tier 2. We have satellite 4. We have drone blueprinting. And we have no more things, so we're gonna get those up. One of the things I'm gonna get is the drone, because I expect that to actually be needed and all that. So first, let's grab all of this, that, all of this, basically everything here, because first we're going to for you know what, for now we'll just cram him in here. I don't know how far they can reach, where they can reach. I don't know how high. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. And for some reason, this is not letting me allow to place it inside here for some reason. There should be plenty of room here. Oh, and speaking of, in the event you are, I don't know if they still have the bug or not, but in the event you're placing a floor, be careful when you're walking over it, because if you happen to highlight this with the glass floor, you're going to fall through it and die. However, it also allows you to escape if you accidentally trap yourself. I've done that once where I accidentally got myself trapped inside, and I was like, ah. And then I remembered by accident, and remembered that I was able to do that, and Why am I not allowed to place this? What the hell? Is this an outside only thingy? But this should be plenty of room. I mean, look at this. Look, plenty of room here, and I should be able to place it. Like, right here. I should be able to place it perfectly right here. I don't know what the hell's going on. So I'm just gonna go outside real quick. We're gonna go down to first floor. And we'll get one placed out. Actually, we need to get one of those too. We'll just... Okay. For now, it seems to only be an outside type item. That could change later. Who knows? I don't know. And I don't know how far this reaches or where it reaches, but still. We're going to just set this up here. Alright. So we can probably have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 drones, I'm assuming. This tells you the drones. Currently there's tier 1, so I'm assuming there's a tier 2 that's going to be coming out or on the way. You've got demanding, supplying, all that fun stuff. You've got crafting, which we need to get iron and rocket engines, which I've got plenty of those because, I mean, I was literally trying to blanket the world. So here's the thing. You might notice this right here shows osmium. And as you can see, now if I click on it, you can see there's no osmium option here. This was done before the update, so at some point I might move these to their appropriate places, but for now I'm going to take advantage of having placed them before the update. That way I can simply take care of what my needs as needed. Which means I can get the osmium rods, we can get this going, all that fun stuff. Ta-da. And I've got a couple other locations set up for other things. Which, one thing I'm wishing I had done before was get this place set up. I wish I'd gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 7 more. No, wait, 3, and we need 8. So at least 5 more super alloys set up before the update. I'm a little sad. Oh well. Alright. Now that we've got the drone set up, we're going to have to first grab one of these. We're gonna get a bunch of drones set up and we're gonna check out how those work. But first, let's get this water going. Because I want to get a tier 2 aquarium. Not sure. Ah, sweet. Plankton A. Is that the only thing it produces, or will it produce other things? Come on. There we go. We'll have to see what else this produces, and I may have to place more and more locations. So for now, we'll check that later again. We're going to have to work on this, which means we'll get the A, we'll probably get the B, we'll get the C. As soon as we get those 3, we'll be able to make an aquarium 2. Then after that, we'll have to, I want to play with the gas extractor 2 here. But to do that, I need an iridium rod and 2 supers. We'll grab our 2 supers and iridium. Where the hell did I... Ah, here we are. The 2 supers. Oh, there's 1. And there's 2. Perfect. Next, we can go over this way. The one thing that sucks about this is the drone is that you can no longer have these basically on top of your place, but at the same time it kind of makes sense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Now, you know what? I'll just go up top and craft it. And after that, we're gonna get ourselves some drones built real quick, and then we're gonna see what the hell the drones do. Uh, Pulsar quartz, I can already craft that. Oh, yeah. Look at mutagen tier 3. It takes nitrogen cartridges, sulfur, and bacteria sample. If you're wondering where to get nitrogen cartridge, just check out your gas extractor. It occasionally generates one. Kind of like the oxygen. Mining speed tier 4. Do I have that? I'm actually curious as hell if I can actually stack chips, because if I got this, maybe I can stack the chips on it and I get a tier 3 and a tier 2 and a tier this and a tier that. Okay, we should be able to place one of these. Let's go to the first floor. I'm not sure what this gets or if it's just simply... Oh, oh, sweet. I can set this to be specifically for methane, which means I no longer have to worry about this stupid setup. Come on. This setup over here. Right now, this generates nitrogen, oxygen, all that fun stuff. Look at that. See? Nitrogen. All kinds of nitrogen in it. When this needs, for example, methane only, I can make it methane only, and that means these no longer have to worry about any stupid stuff. When making these, what? Okay, yeah, but that's gonna make things a lot easier. We're gonna need a bunch of these. We'll get 10. We'll get 10. Oh yeah, there's a new chip or something that I want to make that tier 2, because supposedly, these crash sites... Where the hell? Wait, there's a crash site. There's crash sites around here. If you go and explore them, you can actually tear apart the computers inside of them and get the computer chips. I don't know where the hell the closest one is right now, but for now we're gonna go grab. We're gonna make some drones. If I remember correctly, it needs no new. We're gonna get 10 of those, and where the hell are they all at? One thing that's gonna be nice is getting everything organized. However, dang it, controlled. So let's see if we put this as that demands, can we put that as supply? And no. Okay, that sucks. So what about this? Is there a supply all? So if I can make, if I want to make a dump chest where I can dump everything into it like instantly. Woo. The hell? Oh, nice. If I hold this in a specific spot, apparently it vibrates between the two. But anyways, I'm not seeing a supply all. On top of that, I would like the ability to make a chest, a supply, and a demand. So if I have it where it supplies what they could do is give a priority, a supply a supply priority and a demand priority. you can change the priority of the demand and the priority of the supply. So let's say I want this to be on the lowest supply priority. So it will if I have this box here and that and this box, so these two boxes, I want this one to demand and supply. I want this one to supply. That means uh, that means when I store into this one, it will store into this, and then it will store into that one. Then from that one, I can then take from that and supply it to something else. So this could be demand, I don't know, or supply priority 1, and this could be supply priority 2. So this will supply the machines that I need. And on top of that, you could actually make it where where it takes demand priority. So if you click like on this, let's say the uranium, and then you put demand priority, that technically could count as linking it to a specific one of these. Because I highly doubt someone's gonna have what 0. Oh, I highly doubt they're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 5. So 6, 7. Okay, they might have 7 containers. I was gonna say if there was 10 priority on this, I was like, but now that makes me curious though. If this has negative priority, and you can put a demand or a supply, does that mean it will supply it and then take from this? Now I'm curious. Anyways, we need to get the drones set up, and to make the drones, I forgot what the hell it takes. I know it takes iron. I know it takes chips. I should have a few chips around here. I just don't remember where I have them. Okay, well, let's go make that tier 2 destruct chip. I'm pretty sure I can go explore one of those thingies, ship places. We need a methane and microchip and zeolite, which we have those. We have that one. And then we need the zeolite, which I've got plenty of that. Oh, nope. Actually, yeah, here we are. Zeolite. Now we can go up here. And we can take off, what is it? Not the compass, not that, this. Nope. Over here. And boom. Alright, we're gonna go grab some chips real quick, so give me a moment to get to a crash site. Alright, we're at a crash site. So supposedly somewhere in here we can deconstruct some things. I just gotta figure out where. Actually, this one may not have anything because this is literally this like starter ship. Oh, wait. Here we are. Deconstruct technical. What do we got? Circuit board. Perfect. Although I will say it's slightly OP. To be able to get, let's say, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 circuits just like that, because I'm pretty sure some of these, look at that, 4 more, that's 8. So we're quickly speeding or quickly getting those, and who knows how many more there. I'll drop that for now. I don't know where the hell that deconstructed from, but apparently... Actually, there might be a fusion cell generator on this ship somewhere. And that might open up this door. I may have to look for one of those. Oh, well, speak of the devil, there it is. You know what? We've got those. We're gonna go make the drones. I'm gonna make a fusion cell, and I'm gonna see what the hell's behind this door, because there's the power. There's this that had a deconstruct. It's gotta get something. So we're gonna open up a secret door. So let me get back to the place real quick, and then we'll be back again. So you'll basically just see me, well, right here again. So I'll see you in a little bit. I'm back, and I told you it would be a little bit for you guys. All right. Anyways, back to here. We gotta go over here, back over here. Nope. Actually, is there any more computers? Because I would appreciate that. And as soon as I get this door open up and all that fun stuff, which should be... The hell is that back in there? There's something weird over there. That's weird. Alright, anyways. Yeah, jump over that. Open this. Does it consume it, or can we... Does that mean I gotta sprint? Oh, this thing's way too big to be able to fit. I thought maybe I could grab that and grab it back out, but it looks like nope. Oh wait. Hey, we got semi-lights. That's awesome. Yeah, okay, so once you put it in and you let it run, it's locked. I appreciate that. So since the lights, they may not be bright, but that makes... Ooh. Technically 90% of this stuff I don't really need right now. Ooh, I'll take these and this and that, and I'll come back for the rest later. Mostly because those mean more... Oh, look at this. This means more drones that I can use. More drones means more sorting, more all that fun stuff. 125, meh. Osmium rod, I got things for that. Ooh, I'll take that. Most of this other stuff, not really important. Actually, I can use that to create more rockets. Wait. Oh, okay, it tells you. Alright. I think, unless there's a secret message in here, I like that this makes it a lot better. That makes the light actually better. Although, tell you truth, a tier 3 light that brightens up kind of like this all around you up to a certain distance would be nice, and then a tier 4 farther distance. But is there any... I think that's the only door that opens up. Alright, well, if that's it, not really worth the consumption of the material. Okay, it is. It is worth it if you're just barely getting into it. You could get, because this almost replaces the quartz, the osmium rod. That's somewhat worth it. The chip and the osmium and the quartz. So yeah, it's worth it if you're beginning. If you're just getting into this stuff. I'm kind of way past that point, so not worth it for me. Alright, let's get back over to the one spot Because I want to make some drones and start getting some places organized. I hope they modify some of the settings. For example, give us a supply all, give us the ability to supply and demand from the same chest. That way we can have one thing supply to the chest and then that chest supply to another thing. Although at the same time, logically speaking, but that's for overflow control because logically speaking, you can simply supply from directly from the machine to the crafting station. So there wouldn't really be a need for that setting. But sometimes if you've amassed a significant amount of resources, for example, well actually yeah, there's some there, and here, we got a full chest here. We got like half here. We got some here. We got another full one here. Another half one. Another half one. Some stuff in here. Some overflow in here. And then we've got, and technically if I didn't convert all of these into rods, we've got even more here. So there is a slight need for it. It's basically an actually there we go. They have demand, supply, overflow. Overflow effectively means it will go to this spot. It will go to the store. If it goes to the spot that has demand and it cannot demand anymore from it, then it will go to overflow of that item. So you click overflow, and then if and then from there, actually we still need supply, because if you want to either way, it would be nice to have an overflow setting on here, so when you're supplying the place and demanding from it, you have overflow. So if it ever gets full, then it goes to the next chest and the next chest and the next chest. That would be a nice option. All right, let's get some chests made, or not chests, robots. For now, we can put these up and grab these and sort this. What do we have that's extra? We got one of those that's extra. We've got like a bunch of these. I assume that's everything I need. So let's go down to the bottom and let's get ourselves a bunch of chests. Then we can come up and we can start organizing, and we can make this. Actually, I don't want to make that my dump chest. I want to make it like a. But that also means I can set up my skyscraper here fully completely walled up all the way to the top, and then I can put in storage chests all over the place, and then have them supply with materials, and then have them be have places demand for them. So I hope the supply and demand gets some tweaks and updates to it. All right, over here, what do we have? We have, ooh, we got B, we got A, we got C. Sweet. I may actually make myself a fish thingy. Actually, what's it take to make a tier 2 fish thingy? Ooh, I've got everything I need for it. You know what? I'll finish up this episode with drones, and then we'll go and play with the next episode with all the rest of the stuff. Right now, we're just introducing the intro to this logistics. Oop. I am curious what tier 2 drones are going to do. Are they going to be what unlocks the ability to do overflow and be able to supply, demand, this and that? Like, will they be able to logically be able to calculate all that stuff? Because if so, great. Wait, what? When did I choose uranium to supply? Let's see, build one or more drone station, craft one or more drone, open up any inventory you want to automatically move objects, click the cog Choose what type of object to supply or demand to the system. The drones will transport supply objects, inventories, demanding those objects. Drones can't collect algae or vegetables and won't work if power is... Actually, now I just... Uh, now I want to test something out. Maybe the reason we can't have one, why it's one or the other, is because maybe we don't have enough drone stations. Maybe if we have a second drone station, we could probably do it. You know what? Let's do it. Let's test it out. Let's let's see if this works. We'll make a fusion. We'll grab a super. We'll grab that. We'll grab some chips. We'll make some chips if we have to. And we're gonna test out if we need 2 drone stations for this. We need, what does it take to make chips? Uh, actually, I gotta figure out if I have any chips. Actually, we'll grab that because we're gonna need that. And then we'll probably need some of these. Here we are, 1, 2, 3. We'll grab 4. Okay, so that will give me, where is it? Where the hell did it go? Here we are. So we got the chips, we got the rod. We just need the osmium rod, which, I mean, I can easily get that. And then we need the fusion cell, which, if I remember correctly, takes pulsar, zeolite, and all that, and all that fun stuff. Do we have some water? Yes. And then we're gonna go upstairs. We're going to grab that. This should give me that. So now we just need miter flip nuggets. I don't have chi, misc, food. Oh, that's another thing that would be nice, is a group supply. Like, for example, if I want to choose all seeds, like this, all food seeds, the habit supply, or all plant seeds, like put some of these items into categories, and then you could have cartridges, like, or capsules type deals. So these and these here, and then you can have insects category, egg category. In other words, break some of these down into categories. So I hope they definitely update this. Anyways, uh what do we need to make the last one? We need that, which I have some uranium, osmium. We should have, oh no, I gotta go down. Okay, let's go down. Let's go grab that. Actually, I have a rod already built. Plenty of rods built here, actually. No, not this one. Was it this side? No, that's pulsar. I have a spot specifically for these. Here we are. Ta-da! Perfect. Alright. We can now build a second one of these. So the question now is, can we make a supply, make one supply, one and one, make one demand. And we'll take 5 of you. Oh, we'll take 5 of you. And we'll put, not there. Here, we'll put 5 of you in here. That means we should have 10 drones. Now let's go test this out. Can we make one a supply and demand now that we have 2 of these stations? So let's see. Demand that and supply that. Oh, that's how you do it. You have to have 2 drone stations to do a supply and demand. That means if I play... Oh, that's supply and demand? Oh, no, you can... Okay, never mind. I thought you could do both. It's one or the other. You can put multiple supplies and multiple demands here. Dang it. I was all excited there for a second. Oh, how do we... Alright, never mind. Scratch that excitement. Alright, we'll end it here. I'm a little sad. I was almost excited there for a moment. I was like, yeah. Anyways, because sometimes we don't always explore every single detail, every single item. We miss things sometimes, and that's what experimenting's for. I built 2 of these to experiment, and well, yeah. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to me about this update and seeing some of the stuff that can be done. Although I didn't do a whole lot, but that's because there's a lot to this update. I'm hoping this will give me some eggs at some point. Anyways, if you want to see more of this series, make sure to not publicly subscribe. If you want to see more of this series, make sure to check out the in-screen credits, because I will be doing more on this as time goes on and as they update. If you want to see other games I play, like Sons of the Forest, check out my channel. I do play other games in the process. If you want to be added on to the in-screen credits like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After about 2ish or so weeks, I'll add you on. If you leave before I reach 1,000 though, or remove you off, because it's for people who gave me a chance. And we've got a lot to cover in the next few episodes. For now, I'm going to continue running around gathering resources, getting everything prepped, and getting the next episode going. And hopefully getting some more things ready. For now, bye-bye.